singing tales of yore. It's so close, hardly can wait. Waking up on Christmas, children dreaming without a care. 'Tis the season, most everywhere. So come home.
With you I see the morning always comes. With you I hear the story told by love. We never even diving in the rough. There's better seasons rising like the sun. This morning always comes. Sometimes I'm fine in the backseat. Feels like my life's moving past me, and I get so caught up in things I'll forget 10 days from last week. There's too much blessing every day for me to leave on the shelf. Just lift your head, cause there's no reason you should be by yourself. Cause life is a gift worth more than trying to survive. The sun still rises tomorrow, if it's 9 or it's 5. If you're looking for goodness, then that's what you'll find.
귀여워. 이거 여기 이렇게 세게 쳐도 되죠?